So, Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopes. So what I think is going to happen is the explosive guys. Always like explosive, but the thing about people that are explosive is that they're very predictable. And Brian's fight is that I think that Brian Ortega is going to use a lot of kicking, a lot of like knee steps. He's gonna attack the knees. He's gonna create. He's really good at reading fighters. You know what I'm saying? He's really good at reading fighters. He like when he was fighting the Korean Zombie, he really like had some really good foot movement in that fight. Alex, Volkanovski. I mean, he was hanging with him, but yeah, obviously Alex was faster than Brian. Diego has a lot of power. I could see him trying to grapple and take Brian down, but Brian would pull guard, and then he would be like right there at T City. You just don't want Brian to pull guard on you. That's the worst thing and see, Diego is going to fall into that trap. I think Diego is going to fall right into T City's trap. He's going to take him down. T City, armbar, submission. I'm looking at I'll put $100 on it that Brian submits Diego Lopes, and the hype train is over. You know what I mean? And that's just how I see it, because Brian's been he's got hardly two losses. Pretty much undefeated. He's probably one of the greatest. Top three. He's top six. I think he's top three. He's right there with Max, Dustin Poirier, and Khabib. I don't know any other names higher than that. And Brian is a champion level. You know what I'm saying? You think you're going to take Brian down, and he's not going to be able to handle the grappling, the power, that's what Brian does. He's got more jiu-jitsu experience than Diego Lopes. So Brian's an underdog. It's 6-1. I put my money on Brian Ortega. I think Brian's going to submit Diego Lopes. I think it's going to be an interesting fight. I could be wrong, and I've been wrong in some of my videos, but I don't think I'm wrong on this one. I think Brian Ortega is going to I'm not going to say outfight, because Diego Lopes is a power hitter, and he can knock Brian out. Like, let's be honest, he hits him on the button, Brian's out. So yeah, it's kind of like that video game, like Mike Tyson, where you get hit one time, you're like, you're down, you're like, oh my god, you're trying to get your character up. So it's kind of like that, if Brian gets hit one time from this guy, it's lights out. But I think what's going to happen is that Brian Ortega is going to want to grapple with Diego Lopes. I guarantee you this. If Diego Lopes is a power hitter, Brian's team is going to focus on Brian taking Diego down. Doesn't matter. Brian wants to be on the mat. If you're going against him like that, I think it's going to be a really interesting fight. But Brian Ortega is a ninja. I mean, Diego's not a ninja. He's just a warrior. He's different. You know what I mean? You're going to see the elites versus, someone who's kind of okay. But anyways, I thought I'd just do this video because, I'm 42. I'm getting old, I quit rapping. I'm singing and stuff. So, what I think is going to happen is that, I think it's going to be an interesting fight, but, I really think Brian Ortega is going to win that, because he just has a little bit more experience in jiu-jitsu than, so what I think is going to happen in this fight is that, I think that Brian Ortega is going to use a lot of kicking, a lot of knee steps. He's gonna attack the knees. He's gonna create distance control, because Diego's gonna load up. So what I meant to say was that, I think, Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopes is that, I believe that Brian can beat Diego Lopes, because Brian has fought the Korean Zombie, fought Yair Rodriguez, he has fought Alex, he's fought Max. He was gonna fight Khabib. This guy's a legend versus knockout artist. I'll tell you what, Brian is going to utilize his inner footsteps. He's going to probably kick a lot in this fight. There's a lot of kicking, distance control. He's going to be setting up his spinning elbow. That's what he's known for. And Diego, if he lunges forward, what's going to happen is that Brian can take him down, and I think that's what's going to happen in this fight, is that you're going to see a lot of takedown from Brian. I think Brian's going to initiate the takedowns. It's better advantage that Brian takes this fight to the ground, because if he can tire him out, and Diego has good cardio, but he's not going to be able to withstand grappling against Brian Ortega. Brian Ortega has superior grappling. Not going to be able to withstand grappling against Brian Ortega. Brian Ortega has superior grappling, and his jiu-jitsu is far beyond on point. It's intrusive. It's on another level. I think Islam and Brian Ortega shouldn't fight. But anyways, I wanted to wrap this up before the fight goes. I love you guys. Anyways, have a good one. Bye.